That's good to know because I don't fit none of those. None of them.
Yeah, I can see you being like, get in the bed
Like,
and go
bro,
to sleep.
no. I ain't gonna say that. I'll be like, bro, you know you a little tired right now, right, or something. I'm
Mm-mm.
more of a type person that's like, look, man, you got your meds. That's all I can give you till the doctor come back. That's all I can give you. I'm sorry. You can bring your family up here and be mad at me all you want, but I can't do nothing about it. I can just call him. He ain't answering the phone. What you want me to do? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, dogs, cats, mices, mices, geeses, mooses, truck drivers, dudes that eat squirrels, the giant jellyfish in the ocean, giant jellyfish, shout out to you especially. Welcome to the Big Bag Lounge. I'm your host, Neek, where we talk about real tips instead of relationship tips. You can find me on all social media outlets under the name The Price of Wings. Now, if you have known me for a while, I'm new to this influencer type thing, so you meet different people. This young lady here is a special case of a young lady that I'm just like, okay, who is this person and why is she like this? Why? But she's overall a good person. I like how she moves around here. She's real smooth with it, really nice individual. And she happens to be a nurse. So welcome to the Big Back Lounge, the first nurse ever. KJ, how you doing, KJ?
I am good. I am sleepy, but I'm here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna ask why she's sleepy because she is a night nurse. So talk about that because I know the third shift pretty well myself. So you talk about your experiences being a night nurse.
So we get a whole nother shift. Like I've worked first, I've worked second, I've worked third. We just existing because we all become zombies about 3 in the morning. So we work from 6:30 at night to about 7:30, 8 in the morning. So it's a
Mm,
whole nother shift. Like people go to work and get off twice before we even dock the door. And people think that night shift nursing is easy. Everybody go to sleep. They don't go to sleep. They are awake,
mm.
talking to me, asking me for ice, and telling me their life story.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. So with you being a night nurse, so what are some things you've learned since being a night nurse?
So recently I have went from adults in trauma into pediatric oncology. And what I have learned is that children are the most resilient people I have ever met in my life. Like, you grow up and you hear them say that. But when I say these kids are like the glue that holds the family and us together, it's like, oh no, I'm fine. Everything in the world is wrong. But they're just like, yeah. It's like, I want to be like you when I grow up, but you're the kid.
Right. That's crazy. So what is another? I mean, so since you now went from adults to kids, what is
Mm.
another? What is the thing with adults that makes you say, okay,
We cry
y'all a little bit,
babies.
yeah,
We cry
you're a
babies.
little bit weird. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we
So
cry
that's the
babies.
weirdness between both.
We cry babies. The kids will literally be in 10 out of 10 pain and in the playroom playing. And my patient sitting right here with a mild headache and is, help me, help me. But the Tylenol got to kick in, boo. You got to give it a minute.
Give it a minute. Just give it a minute.
Yes.
One more thing about your profession. What if you would tell somebody if they wanted to be a nurse? What would be the two things you would tell somebody if they wanted to be a nurse?
The
Give us some
best
little advice. Little
nurses,
advice.
the best nurses come from people that have been in the service industry, people who have waited tables, people who have been cashiers, because we are problem solvers. If you are not a problem solver, if you can't think critically on your feet, nursing is going to be one of the hardest jobs ever because it's not about the knowledge you have from the books. It's about the
Mm-hmm.
common sense in the way that you're able to go in a room and be somebody's sunshine on a bad day. Like all that textbook is not going to help you get through to a patient and their family on the things that you have to. And secondly, if you don't have the heart for nursing and you think, oh, I'm going to go get some of this money, the money's not that great. The money's not that great. We don't have great work-life balances. You have to be in nursing because you love people and because you want to help people. So, if you meet those qualifications, hit me up.
All right, cool. That's good to know because I don't fit none of those. None of them.
Yeah, I can see you being
None
like,
of them.
get in the bed
Like,
and go
bro,
to sleep.
no. I ain't gonna say that. I'll be like, bro, you know you a little tired right now, right, or something. I'm
Mm-mm.
more of a type person that's like, look, man, you got your meds. That's all I can give you till the doctor come back. That's all I can give you. I'm sorry. You can bring your family up here to be mad at me all you want, but I can't do nothing about it. I can just call him. He ain't answering the phone. What you want me to do? I mean, we can't do that. I mean, we both in the same position, bruh. You might as well just wait till the doctor see you in the morning. I'm sorry. I guess
Yeah, that
that's how
don't
I be
work,
like.
friend. Friend, that don't
I
work.
know it don't work. I know it don't work, but I'm just like, hey, I gotta do it somehow, some way. But anyway, let's talk about what we came to talk about today, which is the food. First question: what do you not eat before or during the third shift?
Real food. Like Nick, you know me. You know I like food. I like to eat. So therefore I'm not finna starve myself. Now, my coworkers on the other hand, they're like, oh, I brought my peanut butter and jelly sandwich and my carrots and my hummus. My dad made me a steak and a loaded baked potato with a salad. And that's what I brought for lunch. I'm like, y'all not hungry? Like last night I had some leftover chili. And I was like, let me go through this refrigerator. What I got left? What we got some taco shells left. I got some lettuce. Ooh, taco salad. So I had a taco salad for lunch at 1 a.m. And my coworkers were over there eating, what did one of them have? A microwave pasta meal, and the other one had a turkey sandwich, some carrots, and some ranch. And I was like, okay, I don't know how y'all survive, but they say that they can't eat on that third shift schedule. But if
Hmm.
you're awake during that time period and you're moving around, you need energy. And how do we as humans make energy? We eat food. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna have a snack pack. They call my locker 14 is a snack locker. You got some peanut butter crackers in there, some chips, some energy drinks. If you need anything, it's in there. And if you're hurting, you need a Tylenol or ibuprofen, she got that too.
Hmm.
You can go fix
Okay,
a
well,
couple problems in my locker.
a couple of them, couple of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I worked third shift, I didn't. I mean, when I was in the hospital for a little bit, I did eat something a little bit, but when I worked at Fed and I did third shift, you couldn't eat nothing that much until you got a little break unless the rain happened or something. You right near the snack spot. So your best bet was to drink an energy drink before it start of the sort, and that was it.
Now, see, back in my FedEx days, because you know FedEx is its own little community. If you've never
Right.
worked at FedEx, then I don't know whether you're actually a Memphian. Anyway,
Mm,
come on now. You know that's like one of the rite of
debatable.
passage places.
Debatable. Some, I mean, it's
Like,
debatable because we got Nike over there too.
it's a 50-50 split.
You got a point, but okay, okay, okay.
But when
You got
I
a
was at
point.
FedEx, I worked weird hours. I think I worked like 3A to 2P. And I'll be
Ugh,
honest, yeah, it was real ugly. Real ugly.
super.
Don't ever go in management. Anyway, it wasn't no eating. It was me driving around on my Kubota, snacking on peanut butter crackers and shooting monsters. No eating. It was go go go, and don't and make sure you stop at the stop sign because you will get ran over.
Yeah, you will get hit by something, something or someone. That's it. That's all I can say on that one. But yeah, it's a real different thing when eating before third shift. So I had to learn eat light, but have something to keep you up. That was my thing.
Mhm.
So I'm not eating no full meal because if I sit down for far too long, nap time, buddy. It's nap
But
time.
see, I don't eat before I go in. So
Hmm.
by that between that 12 and 2 o'clock time period when I do eat, I can eat and it just give me some energy to make it to 7.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
Makes sense.
nah.
Makes sense.
A lot of them don't eat because they snack or have a meal prior to coming in. I prioritize my sleep. I'm not getting up until 5:15 to be there at 6:30. So if I make it to somewhere to stop and get something, I make it there. But most of the time, no, I was asleep.
Right. I feel you. I feel you. So what do you eat after? What is your after the shift is over? Do you eat after?
Kind of depends. Most of the time, I will end up going to sleep. 25% of the time, I will end up at Chick-fil-A. The other
Hmm.
25% of the time, magically, I done came home and became Chef Boyardee, and I'm making waffles and turkey bacon. I don't know. It's
Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am. I forgot to set the rules about this podcast. Rule numero uno,
You
number
better
one.
not. You better not.
Turkey bacon should not be talked about on this podcast.
Turkey, y'all gonna hop about my turkey bacon. All of us can't eat pork.
Stop. No turkey bacon talk. But yeah, continue.
Pitiful, just pitiful. Anyway,
Oh,
I eat my meat preference of choice with my
oh, you finna
waffle
go ahead.
and or
Hey,
pancake and my omelet.
well, you were just close to learning today, because this mute button over here is strong over here lately. It's strong. It's a strong mute button over here. It's very strong. But I'm gonna leave you alone. You the homie, so I'm gonna let you slide. But when I got off, I either go to Waffle House, Chick-fil-A, or anywhere they had a breakfast that I can just eat something real quick and then be
Ooh,
done.
I do go to Sunrise. I go to Sunrise a lot.
Hmm. Yeah, because you're not that far away from it.
It's not that far away, and they have alcohol in the morning.
Oh, they do have it at 8 o'clock. So you do leave your job around 7:45, 7:50, get that little
Mm-hmm.
gap. By the time you hit
Mm-hmm.
8:01, y'all serving mimosas. Let me get a mimosa, please.
Yep.
I
See,
see you.
see,
I see you.
I did.
I did the same thing that Stacks.
Be the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one through
yeah.
the door. Good morning, y'all. How y'all
Well,
doing?
good
Yeah.
morning.
Would
Hey,
you
y'all. Hey,
like
how
to
y'all
drink?
doing? What time is this? 8:02. Ooh, I would like a mimosa, please. That's how
Like,
I
sir, would
do.
you like a water with that? Nah,
No,
just a mimosa.
I got Gatorade in the car. That's the water. That's the water, the Gatorade. But next question I have for you is, what food reminds you of home?
Mm, so born and raised Memphian, however, have a lot of ties down in the Delta. Went to Delta State, lived in Greenwood, Mississippi for a while. Dad worked in Greenville for a long time. So food that reminds me of home is actually gonna be fried green tomatoes.
Hmm.
Fried green
Okay.
tomatoes with comeback sauce. If you don't know what comeback sauce is, they don't make it the same way up here that they make it down there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you like the straight off the vine tomatoes?
Yes, me and my dad actually have a garden in the backyard, and that's one of my favorite parts. I got like 10 green tomatoes that are currently growing, about yay big right now. But
Okay.
I can't wait. About another week or two, gonna have some fried green tomatoes for breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Food. So, one thing my dad always taught me is that food is nourishment. So, therefore, it does not matter what you eat, it just matters that you eat. All breakfast
Mm-hmm.
is breaking the fast from the night before.
Hmm. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Hmm.
So me eating some hot wings at 10 in the morning shouldn't be a problem.
Go for it. Because if people can eat breakfast for dinner, why can't you have dinner for breakfast?
It makes sense. Making sense today. Okay. I won't try to mute you no more. I won't try to mute you. Hmm. Fried green tomatoes for breakfast sounds interesting, though. I mean,
Hmm.
so what else will you eat with the fried green tomatoes, though, other than comeback sauce with it?
Be honest, ain't gotta have none. Them fried green tomatoes is where it's at. Give me about
Oh,
5 or
okay.
6 of them. That's all she wrote. Now,
Yeah.
if we're feeling good around here, I've magically requested some things. I might come home to some homemade biscuits.
Hmm. You might come home. Might.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I've learned with my dad, I have to like put things where he sees them because I feel like men don't really look for a whole lot of things. So say for
Wow.
instance, I go buy a whole bunch of bananas. and I leave the bananas on the table and they get kind of ripe. Eventually, my dad is going to say, I guess I'll make some banana bread. So, same thing goes for the biscuits. If I make sure the flour is there and I put that seed in his head, then fried green tomatoes and biscuits, salmon croquette and rice. I could get these things in the morning with little to no effort.
Just can't even tell the man. Just be like, oh, here. I'm just gonna put this right here and go bang la 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 la.
I'll do that, and then it just go like in this ear, back out that ear. Yeah.
Yeah, plus you're his daughter, so hey, I can understand. You'd be like, well, I'll make this anyway. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now I know you're on IG as well. Here's a question I wanted to ask somebody. What is one thing you wish some of these IG selves would stop doing?
Stop using Hennessy and everything. Jesus. I don't even drink it. You think I want my lamb chops glazed in it? You think I want my French toast battered? What? Everything got Hennessy. And then it's not even just the Hennessy. They just kind of go too far with all the different alcohols.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's a whole lot of things you can use alcohol in that taste absolutely amazing. I love a good rum cake. But once again, I don't want Hennessy glazed pork chops. And what was the one I saw the other day? And I was like, oh my Lord. What did they use the Hennessy in? Jelly. They they made a strawberry Hennessy jelly for their biscuits.
No. No. Yeah, I agree with you. We need to stop. I mean, bourbon. I mean, the first thing I've had that had liquor in it was like something with Jack Daniels in it. So it was like a
Mm.
Jack Daniels glaze. It wasn't too much, but it's like, yeah, it's great. It's cool. But now I think since, we learn different, I mean, they learn different things, they put more alcohol into things. And it's like some things don't need alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some Hennessy orange wings.
How was that?
They were pretty good. They were balanced. They were really good. With the glaze, yeah, it was good. But I don't do too much. I don't want too much liquor into my food. I like liquor like everybody else, but I don't want Casamigos fried chicken. Like we ain't. No, we don't
I don't
need
want
that.
Casamigos anything.
Yeah, Casamigos already terrible in his own right. So let's just add it to food. No, I'm sorry. Cool with like glazes, a little glaze, but not too much with the alcohol, heavy centered. Now I'm not gonna lie though. Do you remember Epic Meal Time?
Yes.
Shout out to Epic Meal Time. I remember they made some stuff for breakfast and they made liquor in it. So I was just sitting there like, this looks interesting. And then next thing I know, after that, it just became a lot of people start putting more liquor in that stuff. So I could blame Epic Meal Time for this, but I'm not gonna blame them because I used to watch all their videos, so they cool with me. But I
Everybody
agree with you.
everybody hops on a trend, but they don't do the trend right because alcohol has always been used in food, but
Mm-hmm.
you reduce the alcohol. Like the alcohol's gone, but you have that flavor left behind if you're properly cooking it. But
Yeah,
I literally saw somebody the other day. I think it was Casamigo wings. Now that I think about it, but they literally use it in their wet batter and then pour the shot on the top of it. That's just too far.
that just sounds nasty and a headache.
It
That's what it sounds like to me.
sounds like they're gonna be visiting the porcelain potty.
Mm. Poor toilet, poor
What's
toilet.
that? What's that, dude? My stomach is rumbling.
I got a rumbling in my stomach. Got a rumbling in my tummy. Ooh, stomach on bubble bath. That's what it's on.
Leaving
Uh,
brunch doing 90 down 385. Officer, why were you going so fast? I had them Casamigo wings.
Ooh, that sounds like torture, my boy. Torture. All right, since we talked about home cooking, what do you like to cook?
favorite thing to cook is gonna be my honey glazed salmon.
I forgot you're a salmon girl. I forgot about all that.
Yeah, you know I love it some seafood.
Yeah, I know you seafood head over there. So yeah, let's talk about this seafood thing. So KJ invited me to her birthday gathering, right? Me being who I am, I was like, okay, cool, I'll come. And she told me where it was, went to Southland, and it was on that buffet. Get there, looking around, and I'm not noticing what's going on, right? So I finally pay. I walk on, I'm about to pay, right? I'm sorry, I'm about to pay. And these folks said $62.
With your gaming
What?
card, it would have been like 40 something though. See, y'all didn't
First of
go
all,
get y'all gaming card.
I don't
Even if you
gamble.
didn't, even if you weren't gonna play.
Anywho, $62. And I was like, why is it $62? And lo and behold, it's a seafood night. I'm like, no wonder I'm paying this much. And everybody getting crab legs. I'm seeing folks by the dozen crab legs, crab
Did you see
legs.
that
I'm
one
like,
lady? One lady had her plate. It was taller than her whole face. She was just coming back. I was like, oh,
it
I
ain't
don't
no
think I
limit.
want that many.
They ain't
Mm-mm.
say no limit unless she was getting them with somebody else.
Mm-mm. No limit. I
But
don't care.
all I got was some catfish, and the catfish was good though. Hit it with some of that little lemon pepper, little Cajun seasoning. Yep, that's what I had. Had 3 drinks. It was good, it was cool. But back to you and this seafood thing. How do you prepare your salmon?
So I like to do a marinade. It is soy sauce, brown sugar, red chili flakes, and a little Worcestershire sauce,
Mm-hmm.
and let it marinate for about 15-20 minutes. And I like it in the oven, but lately I've liked it more in like the foil pack in the air fryer because you get
Mm-hmm.
that nice flakiness and then you can get a nice crisp on the top without burning
Yep.
it up.
Shots to the air fryer. So
Mm-hmm.
what else you eat with it?
Mashed potatoes and broccoli or asparagus.
Okay. Sounds like a good meal to me.
Mm-hmm.
So after salmon in the seafood genre, what else do you like to cook?
I'm a big chicken thigh person. So growing up, my
Mm-hmm.
mom always chicken breast. But my dad always taught me that that's literally the driest part of the meat if the wrong person prepared. So chicken thigh, you almost can't go wrong with her. But a pan fried chicken thigh, I don't care what you put it with. It's one of my favorite things. Smothered like gravy, chicken
Mm.
thighs with some rice. Mm-hmm.
Sounds electric.
That sounds nice.
Sounds nice. Sounds nice. Sounds
That sounds like
nice.
that might be dinner.
Well, not for me, but
Nah,
yeah,
I mean,
you
you can
got
come
it.
get a plate. You can come get a plate if it
I'm
happens.
not
I
driving
might
all the
just
way
go
out
back to
there.
sleep.
It'll be 11 o'clock at night by the time I get there. But okay. So I got a game I made up. So you travel.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna name a state, and you tell me what food that state reminds you of.
Oh Lord.
So if I was to say the state of Memphis, I would say barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
If I
Because
would
we
say
are our own state.
we are on state. If I would say the state of
Okay.
if I would say the state of Atlanta, I'd say Hennessy Glaze something.
Anything.
Anything. So are you down to play?
Let's go.
All right. The first state, Texas.
Ooh.
Hmm. Brisket. Brisket,
Love me
brisket,
some
brisket.
brisket. It's a little place outside of West Houston that has some amazing brisket.
Hmm. When I went, I think it was a spot. I mean, before I went last time, it was a spot called True Barbecue. Truth
Mm.
Barbecue. They had some great brisket there when I went to Houston.
Hmm. Have to
So
add them to my list.
they had some good biscuit. They had a good everything. Good cake too. So big old slice of cake. Yeah. Okay. Brisket for Texas.
The
All right.
sweets are important, huh?
Not really, but I'm just saying it was just there. It was just there. Big old slice of cake had me like, what is that? That's a cake? Let me get one of those with all this other stuff I get. It was like $70, but hey, it was worth spent. It was well spent.
Long as it was
It was well
good.
worth it. It was good. It was well worth it. Next state, California.
Avocado toast.
Why did I think you're gonna say something about avocado in my head? Why
Avocado
did you
toast.
hear me?
Sushi. Kale salads.
Avocado toast. Yo, I remember that became a thing, and I was just like, why is this a thing?
Because it's delicious, but I mean, yeah.
Avocado toast. Yeah. No. Yeah. Last one. Maine.
Blue crab specifically.
Hmm. I
Some of
forget
the
because
best blue crab I've ever had in Portland, Maine.
I forget that you are a seafood head, so you will go to Maine just to get some fresh seafood.
Yeah.
Sitting there, be the only black person.
I wasn't the only black person. It was like 4 of us.
Sitting there being the only black person per capita square inch
I mean, Nick, let's just be completely honest. If it wasn't for my locks, I mean, am on the lighter spectrum. I blend in with them
until you start talking.
until I open my mouth.
Yeah. I know what's going on here. All right. I have a game called Pocket Watching where I give you a certain amount of money in the neighborhood. You tell me where you'll go eat it.
Okay.
All right. So you got $50 and you're in East Memphis. Where you going to eat it?
$50. We're doing local spots.
Local spots, chain,
Uh,
it don't matter.
East Memphis, East Memphis. Dang it. What's their name? It said Night Arnold and Kirby.
Night Arnold Kirby.
Up on the hill. They have a jerk quesadilla that I love, and they got some lemon broccoli. Dang it, I cannot remember their name.
Kirby, Night
Mm-hmm.
Arnold. It's a place right there.
Mm-hmm. It's up by the liquor
It's a
store
little
on
shopping center.
the hill. Mm-hmm.
I don't know the name. I know it's a spot right there though.
It'll come back to me.
I mean, I think they changed their name like two or three times too. So,
Yeah. But
ah,
they actually do have for a just pickup spot really good lamb chops, really great broccoli, and it has like a garlic lemon sauce on the broccoli. But that jerk shrimp quesadilla, that's bae.
okay, okay. So you'll just eat all your food from there, get out with all the $50, or would you go somewhere else too?
They would get my whole $50 only because by the time I pay 20 for the quesadilla and 7 for the broccoli, and might as well just go and get y'all the rest of it.
I feel you. I feel you. Gotta make sure. I feel
Now
you. I feel
I
you.
am a connoisseur of I'll be wanting this place sandwich, this place fries, and this place dessert.
Right. That's why I asked.
Possibility. Can't think of anywhere out east I would want to do that, but yeah.
Okay. Right on that one. That's good answer. Good answer. All right. Now this one's gonna be funny because I know you follow a lot of different food influencers like myself, and you go to different places around the city. So, what is a place that somebody hyped up, and then you try to you just like, it's just okay to me. It's just okay. It's just okay. So, in other words, what is your all hype restaurant? It can be anywhere in the city, anywhere, just anywhere, all hype.
So I tend to try to stay away from the places I think that are all hype. But I had to go to a business dinner the other day, and people love Coastal. My shrimp and brie dip. I like my calamari and my red snapper. I took 2 bites of it, brought it home, and ended up throwing it away 2 days later. It was all right. They have great customer service. Don't get me wrong, but other than the view, it's not that grand. It's not that
You're the
grand.
first person. You're not the first person to mention Coastal, but you're the first person to mention on the show. So, if you were at Coastal, I mean, if there was somewhere else you want to went to, excuse me, if you had the choice to go somewhere else other than Coastal, where you want to went?
I would have went to Moon Dance. I would have went to Southern Social. I would have even went as far as to go to what's my spot in Germantown? Limelight.
Local line.
Local Lime. There we go. Brain. Yeah, I gotta remember I'm sleepy.
Yeah, I understand that, but so
All those places that are in the area I would go to before I would go to Coastal, because even though Coastal is supposed to be like this very upper class type of place,
mhm.
great views, they, like I said, never have had an issue with their service. It's just not that great. It's just not that great. I'm sorry, y'all.
I mean, it's not that far away from me, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to go. I just don't know, but it's got to be the
Now,
right time for me to go.
I would go sit at the bar, have, like I said, my appetizers that I like, have a glass or two of wine, and I'm good. Time to go home. But as far as their meals, their entrees, I'm not a person that likes to pull out the salt and pepper at the table. Everything I get from them as far as entrees, I feel like I have to hit it
Put
with
out
the
that
salt.
seasoning out.
Yeah. You know, I just went on a cruise and my friend had the little thing on her keychain that had seasonings. And that's how I be feeling at Coastal. Like I need her little keychain with some all purpose seasoning.
She had the seasoning chain for real.
Yeah. And we would just pass it
Ooh,
around the table.
ooh, you had free food. You was like, nah, we gonna make sure this seasoning, boy. We ain't going out like that.
Hit it like Salt Bay like this at the table. Yeah, there we go.
You put it right in the pocket.
Slide it back in there.
Crazy. So since we gonna before we leave, since we talking about a cruise, so what was the best meal you ate on that cruise, and what was the worst?
I actually can't say there was necessarily a worst. My least favorite was my French
Least.
onion soup. I feel like it didn't have no flavor. Oh, you will live. You gotta diversify your palate, friend.
Girl,
um,
ugh.
Favorite meal would have to be the lamb shank with garlic mashed potatoes and broccolini. And tip for tat would have to be the garlic lime sea bass over rice pilaf. Those
Well,
are
that's
my
from the nope.
no. That was like night 2 and night 3.
Oh, okay,
Oh, and they had
okay.
some of the best steaks. Oh my god, my sirloin came out perfectly medium every time.
Hmm, that's good. That it came out perfect medium. That's
Mhm.
good. So overall, did you enjoy going to that cruise?
Yes, I can't wait to go
Overall,
back and do another cruise. Now, I did cruise with MSC. I didn't go on the party boat. I didn't hit up Carnival. And when we got to port in the Bahamas, I'm sitting on on my balcony like, okay, enjoying the breeze and the Carnival cruise ship getting ready to pull off. And baby, when I say I finally saw what y'all be talking about, that it's the cruise ship that is a
yep,
club. The
yep.
music was so loud. They were on the top deck at the pool shaking booty. I was like, I'm just gonna sit here and sip my glass of wine. My porter brought me to my balcony. But y'all live y'all
I,
best life over there.
I told people like it's those TikToks about it's real. Like you really gonna hear that music loud, and they gonna be blasting on the way out. It don't
I
matter.
was
It's gonna be
I was like,
loud.
oh man. It's like feel like I'm at level 2 back in the day. It's lit
Oh,
over
the
there.
floor about to bounce. Floor bouncing.
Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
Carnival definitely looks like they floor got a soft spot like level 2. The whole floor was a
Soft
soft spot.
spots. Soft
You hear me?
spots.
You said, never mind. The whole floor was a soft
Floor,
spot.
whole floors are
The,
up and
Speaking of
down.
that, we literally were in that club like that floor didn't have the potential to give out on us.
Yo, the funniest thing about it, like I went to school in Nashville, then we would come on for the summer. So when we went to level 2, it was the summer is their most important events. So you get in there, you got the one little part and you got the big dance floor. So we on
Mm-hmm.
the one little part, and then by the time we get to the dance floor part, it's just like do. I'm like, boy, we about to fall through this. Never have. Never have.
And still went back the next week.
And still went back the next week. Like, how does that happen?
Now,
They had a
them
free
level
night.
2
I remember,
days was definitely the leaving and getting Waffle House nights.
right. And then like they had the free nights, and then the line is already long. So you debating, do you want to go in there like that and with the floor bouncing like that? Nah, I'm straight. I'm good.
Been a few times I
I'm
pulled
totally
up, parked, walked to the door, and then turned around and get back in my car. But I showed up and we had a party in the parking lot.
parking lot pimping, as it
Yep.
would say. But KJ, it's been a blast having you here on the Big Back Lounge. You've been mad at me for not inviting you the last 2 times, but you have this wild sleep schedule, and then
My
your
schedule
schedule
be
change every two
scheduling.
weeks. I mean, I'm trying to make sure you get some sleep, woman.
Understandable,
Friend, I need you.
understandable, friend.
Friend, I need you to be alert. You should be alert. Somebody gotta be alert around here. It's gotta be you. But I'm
I
glad to
mean,
have you here.
901, we got to keep our head on a swivel anyway.
True that, 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 true that. But like I said, I'm glad to have you here on the show. I appreciate you coming. Hope you get you some more rest later on today. And if you do make that chicken, can you make it on Sunday so I can possibly pick it up and get it?
I
And
got a concert tomorrow, so ain't
are
gonna
you
be
on PJ Morton?
ain't gonna be no cooking tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be
I might.
downtown pimping and drinking.
Oh, okay. I might be down there. Might be.
Bet.
Might be. I'll let you know. But I'll let you know. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching on the tubes of you. And like I always say, your big back ass is always welcome here in the Big Back Lounge. Peace.